respected in the culture.
Yeah.
And this is why it's great to have you up here, man. I mean, feel free to go live on your live, man. Feel free to go live on your live. Talk your shit, man. We're going to be honest and humble, but I think what we forgot is that being that people are used to having pioneers, people think that this new generation is not paying homage to the pioneers, and that's not what y'all doing. What y'all saying is life has changed and things has changed, and y'all got a new way of going about it. You know what I'm saying? We on Gears in the Rear. We can get on this live, and we can get up on this set, man, and do what we do, man.
My live be acting crazy. Instagram is hating on me.
Man, that's
so.
okay. Instagram know what they doing, man. Whenever they got somebody fresh up here, this is what Instagram do. Y'all see, we right back at it. We in the booth again. Gears in the Rear. We coming up. We got the first lady on the show, the episode, and she's going to tell us about this slideshow, and that's what we do. We in the slide, man.
Yeah. It's definitely a culture. I believe in it. You know, I left the game for 2 years. I had twins, you know. And so
congratulations on the babies, man. Congratulations. So some young sliders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my son every day he wakes me up 7 o'clock in the morning with my phone talking about, I want to watch Sideshow. I'm like, oh, gosh.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Got to keep that insurance up, you know
most definitely, you know.
I got 4 boys, man. I definitely know what you're talking about.
I be trying to hand him a basketball, you know. He want to go take a ride in the vroom vroom. That's what he calls it.
Let me tell you something. You're doing the great thing by handing him something different than that ball.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that ball has broken a lot of hearts.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And so can the Sideshow. It can break some hearts, too.
Yeah.
We can get going, you know what I'm saying?
No, most definitely.
But I definitely, once again, man, we definitely respect you. We definitely understand where you come from. And I'm just happy that, you know, somebody was able to get to you because I was blowing you up. I'm like, man, what the hell is the DMs, man? Let me hit this and let me hit that, man. Let her know we try to get her on Gears in the Rear, you feel me?
I have so much messages. And I don't like that social media. You know, I'm old school. I'm a little new school, but I'm a lot of old school.
And I respect that.
So it's just, you know, I love it. Like, I love the fact that I had that, you know, impact on our culture. You know, you get a lot of hate from the town, and I'm not gonna say I'm liked, but where I go, I'm respected for for the most part.
And
so.
that's all we need, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? We'd rather be feared than loved with
course.
a pocket full of doves.
Of
You know what I'm
course,
saying? But if we out here, you out here. And like I said, man, you're much respected. You're highly respected for the talent you bring. Right now, we on Gears in the Rear. Give them a shout out, man. Let us know who you are. Give us your social media real quick.
Yes, my name is Samantha Vee. It's at SS_VPDX. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, let me tell y'all what she told me. She told me if it ain't SS, it's nothing. We got to get started on these bills. Y'all know what we got to do. Let's bring it in right. You feel me? It's that Gears in the Rear. It's your boy Mel P with V. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Mel P. Check it out. It's the podcast Gears in the Rear. This is where we're going to touch on the muscle cars. We're going to touch on the exotic cars. We're going to touch on the foreign cars. We're going to touch on the true expensive cars and how to make your car look expensive on a dime. Hey, we right back in the seat, man. Courtesy of my man Booby. We got Miss V up here. Let me tell y'all something. She's known as one of the first ladies in the slideshow game. She put your boy Mel P up on some game. I always say make the ass wiggle. And she told me which one. Is it the ass or is it the car rear end? What we doing? And I told her it's Gears in the Rear, so it all fits the purpose. Like I said, we got Miss V up here. Miss V.
What's up?
You know, the audience want to know, man, being that you're one of the first that we know in the town that's representing, holding it down for the ladies, you know, what gave you the love or who gave you the love for this car game?
What gave me the love and who gave me the love was definitely my parents. I have always grown up in a car, you know, so whether we was road running forever from here to California, it's just I've always been in a car, regardless of the situation. So seeing my parents race, seeing them build their little imports and whatnot, you know, their little, I call them go-karts. That's what I call them.
Do you hear what she said? Hold on, man. First she paid homage to her parents, but then she said little imports. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Me and my dad are always arguing, you know, but about what is better. But cars, if you got love for cars, you got love for cars. I'm not going to knock it, you know?
Absolutely. So it's your parents that put you in, they're building imports.
From age.
From a young age.
And then who got me into American Muscle, I would have to say, is my first fiance, my baby dad, Isaiah, and his dad, Crazy
there it is. Shout out to Isaiah, his pops. They got her into American Muscle. And look where we at right now. American Muscle. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, my first car that I ever slid, like I was telling you, was a Mustang GT of 2000. And I was like, you know, I like the look. The Mustangs look cute and whatnot, you know. And so I learned how to slide it. And then I remember my baby dad pulled up with a Camaro, a SS. It was a 98 at the time.
Okay.
And I said, so we're trading our Mustang for that? It was rusty, dusty, whatever.
Okay.
So I was like, and then he was like, you gonna get in it and you gonna understand why.
Ooh.
And so,
okay.
You know, and we always teasing, you know, you got the 5.0s, but then why build on a V8 5.0? You can build on a 5.7 a little bit, you know, or a 6.0 So that's just our little inside joke.
Hold on.
Faster.
Hold on now. We're not gonna let you just slide by that with this here sneak diss that we heard. We're gonna build on this 5.0, which is for all y'all know that's that Fox body. That's what's in the Mustang. That's what she had in that 2000. Or then, you know, her homage to her first fiance said, you're going to do this 5.3 or this 5.7, a little bit more muscle with the Chevelle game, Chevy game. Okay.
So, yeah, I love faster. I'm not going to lie. I like a good adrenaline rush. I like that power. I like the way it makes
Need
you.
for speed. Okay, Need for Speed. So you got lead in your foot.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, talk to me. Tell me a little bit more.
Of course. So that's just my thing. So from the moment I got in that little rusty Camaro, it was over. I never turned back. And so anybody that knows Samantha Vee, they gonna know I'm a Chevy girl. You know, got it tatted on me.
Okay. Well, tell me your first Chevy build since you're a Chevy girl. Tell me about your first Chevy build.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I could take a whole car apart. You know, like I know what I know, but I am learning. And my 2000 SS Camaro right now is my first real build.
Okay.
So you know, it's very beginner. Obviously, I got the motor redone, the tranny, just basic stuff, headers. I got a stage 3 cam in it now. You know, I had to upgrade my whole clutch system because I'm a 6-speed girl.
Okay, hold on. We're not gonna let this ride past y'all. I told y'all on Gears in the Rear when we brought this show to everybody that it's about your bag and what you can afford and what you do, and it's always about educating everybody on a build. So you said your first build. We respect where you at. What motor do you have in it or engine? What engine do you have? I
have an LS1 5.7.
So you got the 5.7, and you did what to it? That's when you said you did what? The cam?
Yeah, I got a stage 3 cam in it.
Okay.
Now, before I went stage 2, you know, I didn't, I sent it off. I had my bros. A lot of people helped me with the build because I know how to drive and whatever, but I'm still learning. Like I said, I don't know everything. I'm not fully educated in all the parts.
So am I, baby. I'm learning too, man. We in this together.
Yes.
But the fact that you said, you went from a stage 2 to a stage 3 because it's giving you more horse.
Of course. And I just for me, how I was my girly side was like, oh, I like the way, cammed cars sound. I'm like, I wanted to chop.
Ain't
so tell me
how
to do that. And they're like, oh, you got to cam it. You got to do this. So we did, my bros and my first baby dad, of course, he helped me do that. My mom, my late mom, she just passed recently.
Man, rest in peace, Mom. We love you up there.
Yeah, I love you, Mom. So anyways, she used to get these little settlements, and she goes, for the first time, she was like, what you want? She said, you want an X6M? Because I've been wanting a mom car. Okay. And I was like, mom cars have to be hot, too.
Yeah, we respect that.
She's like, you want your X6M or you want to put money into your Camaro? And I just been through a lot with Camaros. So, I've been into actually almost a tragic, dang near tragic accident with Booby in one of my Camaros. So it was like, I looked everywhere for a Camaro that looked like the one we wrecked in Reno. So we'll double back on that subject. But I just was like, you know what? It feels like something I have to do. I survived that. I have the love for the car still. So I'll get the new stuff later. I'd rather invest in something. You know what I mean? So it's been a large investment. And yeah, it's way out of pocket. It's not on a dime, but you learn. You just got to, that's why patience is the key when you're building. If you don't got just bags to drop on your car and you can't just take it to one shop and literally just like, I got 100 grand, 90 grand, 80 grand, make it hot. It takes a lot of patience.
It does, and that's what we're doing on Gears in the Rear. We're slowing everybody down. We're talking about certain builds and stuff. Yeah. But I'm not gonna let you slide on this one either. You said Yeah, 6-speed shifter. You got to have the clutch and the shift, right?
Yeah, actually, I was never allowed to touch an automatic car growing up. I learned how to drive at 10. So my mom always taught me how to do stick. She said, because once you get in it, you going to know. So
there it is. Alert. There it is. Alert. Again, man, we can't make this up, man, on Gears in the Rear. She said she was not allowed to touch an automatic. No. So that tells you how far behind the game I am. I didn't learn how to drive a stick, man, until literally like 4 years ago. And I still don't know how to drive a stick.
That's a secondhand nature to me. You learn all these cool little knickknacks when you're driving a stick.
I had Booby up here talking a little trash to me, talking about when you pop the clutch and this and let you just
yeah.
He tried to give me a little light tutorial.
It's better when you in the car.
He tried to give me a light tutorial. It's gonna be his time. We're gonna have his time. So now we got this. You got this 5.7.
Yes.
You got the 6-speed.
Of course.
You got it in your mirror.
Of course.
And now we're working on, a little bit about your suspension. You know what you're trying to do to.
So my suspension, no, I don't know what I want to do with it. I know that my baby dad had ordered a kit to lower it before, because I don't know why. It's sitting donkey high, like it could fit 22s on it. And so that's been on it since the previous owner. I have not touched the suspension yet. But
so you want to lower it a little bit, get more control?
I haven't decided, because I control it fine now. So it's like, do I want to throw some 22s on there, or do I want to lower it?
So hold on. So we sliding in whatever?
Yeah, we slide whatever.
Is that what we doing these days? Yeah. We sliding on 22s, 20s, whatever?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we need to do. Like,
So stay tuned, y'all. Make sure when y'all watch this episode, we definitely got clips of her sliding. We're going to have some showing off her beautiful skills on how she popped the clutch and make everything pop and go.
I appreciate that.
So now that you working on your build, we know a little bit about your build. You was telling me about this Bay to Portland or Portland to the Bay, where they had to put some stamp and respect on your name, man. Tell them put some respect on the Vic. Talk to me about that trip.
That trip was amazing. It was a game changer. Like I said, if it wasn't for that day, I don't think it would be tied in the way it's tied in. We got a lot of males that go out there for shows, but I don't know. I guess it was just something about a female, and I wasn't going out there looking for that, So it was just an amazing trip. The fact that we had cameramen, we had the OG Mr. Fab, we have a new cat, he's not new, but Filthy Rich. For our generation, it was just amazing. It touched all bases,
Gotcha.
So all around the world, And when they got me on camera, we networked and stuff. We hung out at his store. It was just. You could just tell, I was just in it for the love. It just, it's nothing about clout, and that wasn't a big thing back then. So, and now that it is.
But even with clout, though, like I said, man, some people get the clout misconstrued and misunderstood, right? Out of that came birth a young lady who loved cars, been around cars all her life. Now she has a different set of skills that's out this world, that she can damn near outdrive a man underneath the wheel, right?
Yes.
And so if you look back on some of these other things, like I said, man, on Gears in the Rear, we're about just groundbreaking and doing some different stuff. Danica Patrick did it. She jumped into the world and won some races and stuff. Yeah. You look at a lot of good, fast movies where women drivers were the getaway drivers, man. They know what they was doing, man. Pay some respect to these ladies up here. You're not going to be the last we're going to see, man. I hope you got some young girls or young women you taking underneath your wing to keep the game rolling, so you ain't the last and the first that we see in this business.
No. I was telling you, I left the game, but before I had left, I had a few, there's big girl drivers out there. Respect to Tati Marie. She was the second one out here.
Reaching for you. Shout out to Gears in the Rear, Tati. See us.
GA Mo, she just came out not too long ago, and I've been with her on her journey from the time she started, and I can say that hands down is the best female driver out here right now on the West Coast.
Where's she located at?
She's here. She's supposed to come into
a show
in
for town?
You. Yes.
She in town? Talk your mess, Vic.
So, regardless of the situation, whether we're all cool or we're all not, we all talk, we don't every day, those are female drivers that I know personally that can really drive. And when I left the scene and I came back, I was always for it. I always told all the girls, can you learn to slide with me? I don't want to be the only girl out there. And they would be like, can you teach me how to slide? And I did. Me and Tati would go out back in the day in my beginner days, and we would go out and slide and practice. And she was just learning. And when I had left, I came back and like everything just blew up, and it was so amazing for these women to be out here doing this. In Cali, there's so many female drivers out there too.
Man, shout out to Cali, man. Shout out to Cali for keeping embracing it. Shout out to Portland for embracing it. Once again, man, this is Gears in the Rear. We got V up here, man. In case y'all didn't know, she's giving us good game. She's blessing us with her presence, and she's telling us, again, we paying homage to one of these young ladies who stepped into the game, and it was a man's world.
Yeah.
And she didn't ask for it. She told me she was in her heels, and she was just trying to be cute. And then her dude said, look, this ain't even my car. This is my girl car. Respect the game. And he did what he had to do. Yeah. But right now, we got to go pay some bills, man. You know how it is on Gears in the Rear. Shout out to my man Omar and Rico and everybody out there, all my guys that's doing their thing.
Collisions, scratches, bodywork, general repairs, car accidents happen. Avoid the headaches with Gresham Collision Center. We'll work directly with your insurance company and get your car up and running like new. Book your appointment today at Gresham Collision Center, 150 Northeast Kelly Avenue in Gresham, Oregon, 97030.
I love this.
Right on. We back from paying them bills, man. Shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Omar, my guys. Everybody that's out there doing their thing, trying to keep this car culture moving and grooving. Once again, we got V back up here. Miss V, Lady V, the first lady of the set. She definitely been out here doing her thing. She's been telling me about what's going on. Give me one of your other little things about this Sideshow, man, this slide, man. How was it like? Give me the feeling. Describe the feeling.
Oh my
Here
gosh,
it is. Describe the feeling when you're getting in there and you got that clutch pop and you're doing donuts and you can feel the crowd, man. Talk to me.
It's just so amazing. Like, when you got so much weight on your shoulders and you come from real life mud and like struggles and trials and tribulations, and you go out there like you're not thinking about nothing. You got that wheel work, and then when you just see everybody outside just hyping you up, it's a different feeling. And that's one of the main reasons why I fell even deeper in love with the situation. Like, it's just like I said, it's my outlet. I don't think about no problems. You don't got time to think. You talking about turn, open up, gas, pop a clutch, you know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to hear you say. See, you're going there. That's what I wanted to hear you say. See, only Miss V catches on what your boy Mel P is saying on Gears in the Rear. I needed to get that out you because I was going to say, when you said wheel work, tell me a little bit about wheel work. What you mean? So you're saying gas, clutch, gas. Is it a combination? You got to have a feel for it? Talk to me.
You definitely have to have a feel for the car that you're driving. Every car is different. When I hopped in a sedan, like when I've hopped in the G8, Mo let me slide it after 3 years, and like I hadn't slid in 3 years. I went out and it's so easy. It's different. My Marrow is a lot different. It's a lot. My Marrow compared to Boobie's Marrow is different because it could be suspension, it could be the gears, it could be automatic to stick. So you got to know your car. You got to know what you're driving. But like I said, you start off and you turn that wheel all the way and you gas. If it's automatic, gas it and you open it up a little bit. If you pay attention, you'll feel it, Mine, obviously, you got to pop clutch. And sometimes you don't. That's just so hot.
See, y'all in this pop clutch. I'm trying to get used to this. One day your boy going to graduate. I'm going to get there soon. I got a lot of people.
We got to go outside. Let's try to work some out.
I'm with Gears in the Rear. We're going to set it up. We're going to get an area, set it up, and we can film it live. You feel me? We got access to do it all like Gears in the Rear. Ain't nothing stopping us. But the sheer fact to hear your passion and to hear you talk about the feel for the car, right? It's kind of like that's your personal... That's your baby when you're in there and you're in that moment, you're in that zone, right?
Yeah.
Give me another good story, man. Give me something about this Sideshow thing when you say from the Bay to Portland. What does that entail? Tell me about that.
We when we came back, we named our journey when we went to Oakland for the first time. It was PDX to the Bay, like that's and we had touched all bases. We went to SAG, we went to Oakland, we went to Frisco. Like we was just driving from Sideshow to Sideshow, every city that we could hit in that one little trip, just showing out, having fun. We did it for fun, and then when we came back, we had been trying. Me and Isaiah had been trying so hard to bring the Bay out here. Well, not just the Bay. We want everybody from Cali, LA, everybody, we wanted California to come out and see what we was about. We had real drivers. We had hot cars. We don't have the strictness of the police out here. You know, they get 30-day holds. They get their cars taken. We don't got that out here. So we would tell them, like, hey, come on. Y'all can have fun. Y'all can slide out here, and you don't have to have such a big worry. So that was that. And after that, and they noticed that it became a thing. Like,
well, shout out to Cali, shout out to Beta PDX, shout out to all of Cali that's coming up. And one of these days, man, you know, between V and my guy Booby and them, they'll let Gears in the rear end, and we'll come out, we'll do some interviews, and you know, hopefully we can be able to host and see what a slideshow look like, maybe get some things like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, you know, I appreciate the knowledge and information that we got going with it. You feel me? Man, I got a question. Question just came in, you know what I'm saying? We in Gears in the Rear, we get callers that call in, and sometimes we get people that text questions in, man, you know what I mean?
okay.
What was the car that changed your life, or what was talk to me about the car crash?
Oh, that changed my life forever. Me and Booby was in my Camaro. We was going so I could do a show out in Vegas with the OG driver from LA, Mr. Food Stamp, and we was going out there for a trophy, and you know, we was all taking turns driving. So I had drove like dang near 10 hours. I was tired.
Okay.
Isaiah was tired, and Booby got in the driver's seat, and he was like, man, I don't even like to drive at night, you know, whatever. But he did it, and we all kind of, like, I was asleep in the back seat, and I believe he fell asleep too at the wheel, which, you know, thank God we all made it out alive. But, you know, my car rolled, flipped. I fell out the back. When the paramedics got there, they didn't think I would make it there, so they had me life flighted for about an hour and a half, and then I had flatlined on the helicopter. So then they pronounced me dead, but then was able to revive me. Obviously, I'm here in the flesh. So that definitely changed my life, and seeing how much support I had from everywhere. You know, my whole journey, I had to go through therapy. I couldn't come home to my daughter for a month or so, I want to say. You know, my memory with that is real jagged, but I had to learn how to walk. My back was broken in, like, so many places. I had 3 braces on, you know. So just the love and support from everybody at the time was amazing. And that me and Booby, you know, we survived that. My baby dad survived that, and I'm just so grateful for them, you know. And ever since then, we knew of each other, me and Booby, but I could say we're really real life close now, you know. So I think traumatic things bring certain people close together, and so I could definitely say that's like a bro to me. So,
and I always say this, you know, a lot of people hear me when I say, a lot of people don't understand. I always say we bless the car gods, right? And the car gods blessed you. Yeah. Again, you the first queen that they've seen put out there. Yeah. You started off humble. It was something that you didn't want to do. You wind up becoming real good at it. Yeah. Now you know there's a plethora of women that's out there that can slide and that can make everything happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then we also learn from things like that too. Hey, man, put the car on the trailer. Pull over if we sleepy.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
This time, that's what we do. Like, I'd rather trailer the car anyway. But, yeah, like, that's the car that changed my life. And that's, like, it was they call it a pewter gold. I call it champagne gold.
Okay.
At the time, it was a Z28, so
a Z28.
It wasn't always SSK.
Z28. Don't somebody we know got a Z28?
Yeah, somebody over there.
Somebody over there got a Z28 that we know, but we ain't gonna say his name.
But that from the moment I got my new car, like, I was just always itching for it. When I was broken, when I had to recover, I was going through even more of a depression because I couldn't drive. Like, all I wanted to do was drive, you know, and, like, I was put to bed rest. They finally allowed me to fly home, but they're like, you can't drive for a long time. You know, my Camaro was gone. I was stupid. I didn't have no insurance, you know, so it was just like I took a lot of L's, and I wouldn't talk to nobody barely. Like, I was just not feeling it. And then my dad had surprised me with another SS, like a black SS, and I was like, oh my God. And so I got in that, and I was gone.
So you just, I mean, you're a stickler for SS's.
Yeah.
You said if it ain't SS, if it ain't true, if it ain't live, it ain't me.
No, yeah,
okay,
well, definitely.
And again, man, we appreciate you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
The car gods have blessed you. You can tell this is something that you don't play with.
No.
You feel it in your bones. You rehabbed. You came back. You got insurance.
Yes.
we got insurance.
We most definitely
we know how to get some rest now when we're sleepy on a long drive to California.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And we trailer and everything from here on out.
Of course.
Okay, so those are our lessons you learn. Yeah, on Gears in the Rear. Y'all heard that here first, man. If you're taking these long distance drives, man, if you're not built for it, it's okay to pull over, take a cat nap, and be safe.
Yeah.
Get to your next destination so you can see the next morning. She got babies, she had to get home too. So in this, as a car enthusiast, as somebody that's growing up, and like I said, I want to get 2 tickets. I want to get one for speed and one for making my ass wiggle, man. You know, is there some events that you got going on? Is there some stuff coming up towards the summer? How can we get involved? And at the same time, I do want to remind you, Gears in the Rear has been taking off and doing this thing, but we ain't gonna be no dummy to what the police been out here doing. The police has been out here trying to really be shiesty, befriend people, act like they cool with folks so they can get in on who's who and what's what.
Following Instagram accounts.
We're gonna keep that all in mind. But what do we got set up coming out to the future?
Most definitely. I personally haven't had a event since I used to do takeovers for my brother, my late brother Noah. He's we call him a car god. You know, he changed the scene too. He rest in peace, also world. So.
Yeah, that's the little youngster that everybody.
Military.
So I met him when he used to go to Benson.
Little
youngster, man. Man. Rest in peace, young king. Rest in peace. He had the T5 going, right?
Yeah. So he set up one of the first Beta PDX when they came to us finally.
Okay.
Him and like I said, that's my baby dad's blood brother. So they set that up. Most definitely, the first event, and it popped off. I mean, we had taco trucks, we had fireworks.
I remember going out there, man. My son was like, "Dad, you got to go where these cars is at." And I'm like,
a little different out there, Dad.
A little bit. Yeah, he had me up on game, man.
So not only were we in intersections, we had tacos, we had girls, we had guys, we had all types of stuff. Everything like so that I'm not gonna take away from that too. Like I had to shout that out, but anyways, I personally haven't had an event. I threw a couple of takeovers for him afterwards and stuff like that. It's been real life heart wrenching, you know, when you lose so much. Like I said, my little brother than my mom. So personally, I've been taking time to make sure my car's right. Because for him, after he passed, we was out there active every single day, every weekend, and it takes a lot of toll.
They was
on your
allegedly
car.
driving. They were just having a little bit of fun. Allegedly,
we were just allegedly having fun.
Allegedly
standing
having fun
around talking.
They were just having fun,
making signs,
doing what they do. So we haven't had we haven't had nothing true yet. You've been out doing some personal healing, taking some personal time. But if there is an event coming up, because I know I asked you, is there something coming up?
It will be in June, so just stay tuned.
Okay, so we'll stay tuned, and she'll let me know, and she gonna put out her way like she do. But Gears in the Rear definitely want to be a part of that, and definitely try to get some ways on the next level. One of my things I've been talking about is I've been looking. I got a guy that's interested in trying to teach young kids or young people how to drive safely, where you can go get on the racetrack. You can go get your car street legally done, where they can do some things like that. So, we've been in the works and been talking with some stuff like that to get that knowledge out there. So that way we ain't got to worry about the police trying to toe tag us.
We've been trying to work with them for a long time. And it's like I said, you got young cats that come to this culture they don't want to be gang affiliated no more. They don't want to be out here worried about getting shot or shooting people. They don't want to be at home with abuse. They are out here looking for an outlet. And this is, to some, they look at it as dangerous, and we try to control that as much as we can. We had barriers. We had, we worked with the police to talk. We didn't say no names. We don't nothing, but we said, can you give us an area? Maybe you won't catch none of those alleged street racers out there. Give these young folks an area to slide and let their anger out that aren't ready for track. Because that was my ultimate goal for 2 years now. It's like, I'm going to get on the track, but that is a lot of money. You got to have sponsors. You got to have skill. You got to, learn. It takes a lot of learning. You're going to crash or you might break something. So, like I said.
Well, it sounds like if we build it, they going to come. So how about we build the bridge? How about we stop asking and let's kick down some doors?
Yes.
So this is not our last conversation. Okay. I know some people. You know some people.
Yes.
You know some people that's got some land and got some stuff somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we can start making this where we can get out and make some exclusive calls, because what we don't want to do is have the people that's not really for the cause show up and not be for the cause.
And not be for the
right.
cause.
If you ain't got no car and you don't know how to slide,
what are you doing?
Right. But if you want to come be a spectator, then you're gonna pay a spectator's fee
and be in a safe
and you're gonna
area.
be in a safe area.
Yes.
So then that way you can watch and you can participate and get your groove on. So I think once we start putting those parameters in place, again, you know some people. I know some people.
Yeah.
How about we build our lane instead of keep asking for people to give us something?
Oh, most definitely. Like, that was one of my dreams before my mom passed. Like, I wanted to purchase land. And me, you know, I looked into licensing. I looked into everything. You know, it was just like, you know, it gave me a headache. But I literally always said, like, I want to give a place where people aren't, like, a pit, you know, so it ain't necessarily so intimidating for those who's not ready for the track. Like, I've been driving for a minute and I'm too scared to go out on that track, but that's my goal. That's where I want to be at soon, you know.
So again, man, if we build it, we know they're going to come. We got this, man. So this is not our last endeavor, man. Yeah. But again, I appreciate you. I thank you for the conversation. Once again, we got Miss V up here. She's going to connect me to a few more lady drivers. We're going to get some more women up here that knows what they're doing, that can talk their thing, and they can make that ass swing just like the fellas. You know what I mean? So again, thank you for the gears in the rear. One more time, give them a shout out on all your social media, your platforms, man, and you know, let them know how we can find you.
Of course, y'all can find me on IG for the sliding and, you know, the car stuff. It's at SS_V PDX.
Y'all heard that? SS_V PDX.
I keep everything a little bit more private.
Ooh, and you supposed to. You supposed to. But she's sliding. She's making the ass wiggle. Again, shout out to everybody that pulled their strings to get her up here. Shout out to my man Booby, my boy Tone, man. This is what we do on Gears in the Rear. We're trying to set the tone for some new and improved, some new show me, some new stuff. And we still paying homage to those who came before us. So, again, thank you, Ms. V. I appreciate you. And this is a wrap, man. This is another Gears in the Rear, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And again, when she get the projected dates for what may come out, and if there's another Bay to PDX or PDX to the Bay, whatever we got, we going to make it say, hey, we going to make it do what it do. You feel me? I got to get them out here, so we going to get them out here. You know, and I'll let you know in June, you know. That's what's up. Keep me posted, man. Once again, thank you for Gears in the Rear, man. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate you.
Thank you.